Hi everyone. In this session we are going to discuss about the abstract classes and methods, final methods and classes. First of all, we are going to see what is abstract class and methods. If you are declaring a class with a keyword, abstract means we call it as abstract classes, and it contains abstract and non-abstract methods. Non-abstract means without abstract keyword, and abstract method in the sense if a method is declared with the keyword abstract, we call it as abstract method, and it does not have any definition with respect to this method because we have declared it as abstract keyword. So abstract keyword followed by the return type and method name, and at the end of the statement we need to have this semicolon. We have an example abstract because we are creating the abstract class. So we have this abstract keyword, class keyword followed by class name, and inside the class, in abstract class, it should contain at least one abstract method. Then that is why we are having abstract method here. Abstract keyword void, that is return type of the method, and method name, and we should not include the definition related to this method here. And we need to see where we have to define this method. So we are creating another class, that is we are deriving the new class rectangle from this shape class. Next, in this class we have defined this abstract method here, that is in subclass, and inside this class we have defined like system.out.println to display this text, drawing a rectangle. Next one, and we are creating another subclass from this abstract class shape, in which we are defining, that is overriding this method with the help of system.out.println to display drawing a circle. And we have created another class where we have defined the main method, and inside the main method where the program starts its execution, and we are creating the object, that is for a shape, that is abstract class, and followed by the reference variable s equal to new operator and the subclass constructor. That is, we need to create the object for subclass only, but since this is an abstract class, we have to use this reference variable along with this subclass constructor. So this variable refers this class constructor, that is constructor's purpose is to construct the object. So that is why we are referring this variable to this constructor, subclass constructor, so that it can access these classes members. So now we are invoking this method with the help of this object yes. So it automatically invokes this subclass method and executes this statement system.out.println to display the text drawing a circle. Next, final methods and classes. Final keyword can be used in three ways: variable, and along with methods, along with the class. So simply we can see, if we declare a final variable, it cannot be updated or changed. The value of the variable cannot be changed. It will be a constant. Method, a final method cannot be overridden. And class, if you are declaring a class with final keyword, then it cannot be inherited. So we will see the examples. We have a final variable. So we know it will be a constant. If we declare a variable with final means it will be a constant. We have an example. We have created a class. Since Java has a class, so each and every Java program has class. So we have created a class. Inside the class we have a final variable L. So we need to include final keyword, data type of the variable name equal to value. So this is the final variable. Next we are defining the method run. Inside the method we have tried to update this L variable. So now let's see. we are creating the main method. Inside the method we are creating the object for this class, and we are trying to invoking the object run with the help of this object. So when it invokes this object, actually final variable should not be updated, but we have updated inside this method, so it will throw a compiler error. Next, we have final method. So methods with final keyword cannot be overridden. That is, we have a class. Inside the class, we have method, which is a final method. So we have included final keyword. And method has been defined to display the text class A. So we have given within system.out.println statement. Next, we have created another class B subclass, which has been inherited from class A, and we have overridden this method x, and we have given the statement system.out.println to print this text class B. And we have this main method where the program starts execution. We have created the object for this class B, that is subclass. When we call this method x with the help of this object, we get an error because the final method we have defined, but in subclass we have changed the definition. That is, we have overridden the method definition, so it will throw an error, compile time error. Next, final class. So classes with final keyword cannot be inherited. We have a final keyword and class name. Inside the class we have a member. Here I have inherited the B class from A, and I have defined the B class members, and where I have main method to start the execution. I have created the objects for this subclass, and I have assigned the value for my member B with the help of my object. So as I have inherited this class, I will get the compile time error since this is a final class. Class cannot be inherited. The next topic is object class. So in Java, the object is a special class. So when we create any object, it acts as a subclass of, that is, all the classes are subclasses of this object class. It contains some predefined methods like clone. It creates a new object of the same type of object, and equals method, which is used to compare the object values. Then get class, which is used to return the class of that particular object. And likewise we have these methods inside the object class. These are the references. Thank you.